Hello and welcome to my little expose on an art project that I have completed recently. So, as a test of will, I guess, from September 1st to the first week or so of November, I didn't drink any alcohols, and every day I did a little drawing. Now, I did the little drawing in a book that I was given in the 1990s that I've never used. Never used since the 1990s. It was given to me by a man who is now my ex-brother-in-law, marriage number one. He lived for a time in India. He was a practicing Tibetan Buddhist monk, and on his return, one of his returns, he gave me this book. The book is empty of words. It was basically paper, and for reasons that I don't rightly recall or understand, I never actually used it, but I always kept it. It was a lovely, lovely book. I will say handmade paper, but I'm not sure. Woven cover. Lovely. So, this September, I began drawing in it. Now, the images that you've seen were up to the, I can't see what day it is. Thank you, 50-year-old eyesight. There's a variety of medium used. Crayon, pencil, highlighter, pen, or in this case that you're seeing right now, Band-Aid, therefore blood. I actually like that one. I think it's got merit. The paper tended to dictate how I worked. Oh, this one's my favorite. I love this one so much. It looks like a depleted flag from a ruined country in revolution. It's wonderful. I love it. Yeah, so the paper is quite, I'll say porous. I'm not sure of the technique. No, wait, the wording for such a thing. So it took paint quite easily. That there is a dyeing pen that I sort of just blew onto the page. So on the viewing side, it was sometimes needing very good care with how little paint was used, how little water was used with the paint. And because I was rolling forward one sheet at a time, so I would go one sheet. Oh, there's another favorite. That actually includes baking paper. That's baking paper. I really like that. I quite like that. Again, that actually smells delicious, that page. It is used baking paper. Smells good. Yeah, so the texture led to limits on what I could do with each fresh sheet, let alone what is coming up, which is day 36, I think. We're not at day 36 yet. Day 29. Thank you for big writing for my poor 50-year-old man eyes. Um, what so what it means is so that one there's texture, so that's got a heavy impact on the back of the sheet. So therefore, what happened when I came back to that sheet, rolling through the days, was that I had to sometimes hide what had been done before, which is fine. I'm happy with the randomness. That's fine. But it also limited that the latter days lacked a lot of paintings. The latter days, there's some found street art. That note's not written by me. I just found it out on a walk one day. Again, so that's the randomness. That is a mess. I do not like that one at all. If you could picture what was in my head when I was painting it, that is not what's in my head. uh, anyway, so this is the rolling back day. So that's the last sheet. And now we're going back to used pages. So we had to use heavy crayon. We had to overlay used. That is a mess. But it was just a technique experiment, but it didn't work well. It looks like some of my... so yeah, so we roll forward, and some things like this one here, the blue down the bottom, that's actually on the other side of the sheet. That's nothing to do with the picture that I did there. Or we go with this, where we have to actually do something on a sheet of paper and just glue it over the top of what's on the back. But that's fine. This is, I'm actually okay with that, and sometimes it turned out quite good. This is likable, I think. um, this not so much. I don't even remember the motivation. I think it was just the blue lines. This is something I found on the street with some paper bark that I took off a tree from someone's nature strip. So, finding stuff is fine. This is the inside of a butter tub. So yeah, throughout this I was not drinking, and I was exercising. I was monitoring what I was eating. And when I say monitoring, I mean I was counting every calorie. Not even an accidental calorie flew by the radar. And it was a lot of work. Counting calories, particularly when you're someone like me who doesn't eat packet food, where you can't just flip the box and, add it up. You have to count everything that's in the food you make. And I make food. And I weighed everything. And some days, if I hadn't counted yesterday or the day before, it would literally take an hour to count calories that I'd had yesterday and the day before. But overall, I learnt a lot, and I also lost a lot. And that loss was fat flabby me. Well, fat flab. And it was a lot of fat and a lot of flab. It was, in fact, about 5 kilos. It's now December, so it's been practically 30 days since I stopped, and I haven't counted like that since about the 11th of November. It's now the 11th of December. The flab's come back. The muscle has gone. I had muscles, people. It was nice too. But again, I learned a lot, and the learning was through the many techniques that I tried through this book. And some of the techniques I've stuck with. Some are a bit too complicated. Some, such as this one right here actually is a good example. That's actually rust and spray paint. Literally rubbed rusty nails on that, and that's how we ended up with that, which you can't replicate that all the time. And also it's anyway, it's good, but it's something to think about. But I have definitely kept with that day 18. I now keep a book with paintings in that style, rough dry paint. Not exactly the same. Sometimes they look like tartan, and I'll do another video on it when I finish that book. And if you've come this far, well done. I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, look, there's me. Fit, no flab. Oh, I was fit. That's good. And I will get there again, because I will do this again. Yeah, so this is my little art book, which I'm not sure that I'll do anything more with it than leave it on the bookshelf and just pick it up occasionally just to reminisce, admire. And I do admire some of the stuff in this book. Some of the things that I did were very admirable, and a couple I genuinely love that I'm very proud of. So yeah, thank you for watching my video, and have a great day. Bye.